Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Denali, aka Don Squallion. We are back at it with another Forza Horizon 4 build video, man. The channel where we are taking your requests and nothing but your requests. Well, I guess sometimes we aren't taking requests, man, but most of the time we are taking requests. So if you guys do have one, don't forget to leave it down in the comment section. But for today's video, as many of you guys know, we're gonna run through the list of names for today's request. So today's request is coming from James Wilkinson, John Plays 98, Firefox 18, and Terrence Henderson. All want to see that Freshhkiick's Evo 9 build, man. Now, ironically, Mitsubishi was just put into the Forza game, so depending on when you guys are watching this video, it could be different for you, but for me, this was like this week. I just finished installing this update about a day ago, so what I think I'm going to do is buy up the 2006 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, and as you can see, that Mitsubishi car pack including quite a few other gems, so if you guys want to see any of those cars, let me know down in the comments section, man. And now that we installed the game pack, we can go ahead and buy up this car. Now I am going to select a manufacturer color. I forget what Freshhkiick's had this car. Now if I'm not mistaken, this was a dark gray car to begin with. I'm just going to pick silver here just for fun. And now that we own this gem, we can concentrate on the build process. So first and foremost, we are going to get into the upgrades and tuning, starting with a few custom upgrades here. Now the engine, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be a built stock engine, which is going to put us at a 2-liter. Now I can't lie, I'm not 100% sure of all of the mods that are done to this car, mainly because there's not a lot disclosed. Now Freshhkiick's not the type of guy to go and put that mod list online. Certainly not going to make it easy for guys like me, but that is okay because we're going to try our best anyways. Now there are a couple of different bumper options, but if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Freshhkiick's actually has the stock bumper on here with a carbon fiber wrap on the front lip there. So we are going to go ahead and keep that front bumper the way that it is. Now for the trunk, he does have the nice subtle, I guess you could call it duckbill, but since that is not an option for us here, we're going to go ahead with the trunkless, or the spoilerless trunk, I should say. And it does look like we are rocking the stock bumper with, looks like some sort of a cutout or even a painted section on the lower valence there. And side skirts, again, a couple of options, but I think the OEM skirts are going to be the best option for this build. And that dirty old carbon fiber vented hood, doesn't look like we have something that is going to replicate that hood. So I guess we're going to have to go with the C-West since it is the closest thing. Now tires and wheels, I believe these are TE37s. Correct me if I am wrong. But as always, we are going to upgrade to a race tire compound, widen up both front and back tires. And of course, search up for the wheels that I think are going to suit this build. And as you guys may know, the TE37s are in fact in the game, so we are going to go ahead and install those real quick. Big up the wheel size, I guess, to a 17. Track width, we're definitely going to have to widen that just a little bit. Nothing too crazy on the front, but I feel like the back's going to have to get widened up quite a bit here. And that is looking fresh, if I do say so myself. Drivetrain, obviously going to upgrade that clutch. Transmission, I believe, is probably going to be stock, as well as the differential and the driveline. Brakes, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the brakes, and since this thing is like Stance Nation, we are definitely, I don't know, drift springs or race springs. I think race springs are going to be the way to go since this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. Anti-roll bars, I'm going to upgrade just for high-speed cornering. We're going to do some weight reduction because I'm almost confident this thing does have that. And now comes the fun part, the mods. Now, as of right now, I believe this thing is going in for a tune like any day now. I've been seeing a few posts on Freshhkiick's Instagram, so I'm not exactly sure of the numbers that we're trying to achieve, but I'm going to make a few changes here to the vehicle in order to make it perform the way that I think that it should. Now, Mitsubishi's never really been my cup of tea, but to be honest, they're much more appealing to me than a Subaru, let's say. So I think this build is going to be very interesting, to say the least. And now comes the fun part, the designs and paints. Now, this thing does have a little bit of carbon fiber on it. So what I think I might do, we're going to see, let's see if we can apply a carbon fiber vinyl here. Not sure if that's an option. It doesn't look like it is an option. So what I think we're going to have to do here is jump into the paint car section here. And as some of you guys may know, we do have the option to do a carbon fiber paint job here. So I don't know, should we do the matte or I think the gloss carbon fiber is going to be a nice touch there. So we're going to go ahead and install that real quick. Those TEs need to be a purplish bluish color. Came off of the 350Z, that Nismo, which I'm not gonna lie, that is the reason that I have been following Freshhkiick's since he was on Instagram with the G35, and now, as you guys know, he is on YouTube. So big shout outs to Freshhkiick's, man. Big motivation for the VQ gang. And I am thinking, let me see if we can maybe do a special color here, because it does look like this has a little bit of, I don't know, like a pearl or a gloss to it. Actually, you know what? It might almost be a color shift. And that highlight color probably going to be a little bit of a lighter blue. Base color, we're going to darken up a touch here. And I think those are looking good. The only problem is those stickers are not red, which Freshhkiick's are. But for the sake of this build, I think that's going to be pretty decent. So we're going to go ahead, save this to the current car. And now that we got that out of the way, comes the vinyl wrap portion. So what I got to do is wrap the front bumper minus the lower lip, leave the hood, front fenders, carbon fiber, and the trunk carbon fiber. Obviously, through the magic of post-production, you guys are going to be able to skip through, well, pretty much all of that. And now that we got that out of the way, as you guys can see, the car is definitely starting to take shape. So what I think we're going to do is save this design up here. And next up, we are going to have to do some tuning to this thing, which I normally do before paints, but today we're going to do something a little different. And what I want to do is absolutely slam this thing. Love the way that Freshhkiick's has just made his Evo look. It's absolutely amazing. So what I think we're going to do also is upgrade the brakes a little bit. And everything else, I think we can leave the way that it is for now. And now that we got the tuning out of the way, we are ready to hit the road with this thing. And I am not going to lie, I'm interested to see how it performs. Now, right off of the bat, one thing that I really wish we could change is the color of those stickers. But everything else, looking pretty decent on this thing, I'm not going to lie. Oh, coming into a pack of what looks to be cars here. So, alrighty. It's your boy Don Squally. We usually crash into vehicles right off of the bat, so that's not unusual. This thing is looking fresh, though. I'm loving that gray paint. Get a nice little dig here. Now, for those of you guys who are familiar with Freshhkiick's channel or Instagram, he definitely doesn't throw her into walls like your boy Don Squally. But he also drives a 350Z as well as a R35 GTR. What is going on with me today? And of course, we're plagued by those forever dying controller batteries. Just not a good day for me right now. We're going to try to keep this thing on the road. But yeah, he just has an abundance of vehicles. One thing I'm noticing is this thing really weighs a lot. Going into corners, there is a lot of weight going into this corner, which I was not expecting. But yeah, definitely check out his channel. I would recommend the Instagram. I've been following him on Instagram. Back when I had my Altima and he was rocking the G35. And since then, he's had a couple Nismo 370s, one just nasty single turbo, and now he actually dailies a Q50, which I can't lie, I'm a little bit jealous of. But hey, man, big shout outs to him, and yeah, man, I aspire to be at that level of swag eventually at some point in my life. But this thing we are ripping here, which looks to be a speed zone. Now, you can't expect this thing to drift at all, because one thing that I am normally expecting to do in other cars that we drive or build on the channel is you get into a corner and you hit that e-brake and the back end spins out a little bit. Now, this thing being an all-wheel drive car, this is a top speed runner in my opinion, or a dig, you know, it would be really good on a quarter mile as well. Just grazing the wall right there, as you guys can see, passing Mustangs like there's no tomorrow. But there's just solid power. We do have the cams on here, so our red line has been raised quite a bit, as you guys can see, but we got solid power throughout the RPM rev range, which is one thing that I really do like about the Evos. Even though it does have a full turbo build and quite a few other goodies, you can just tell here. Let's get her down into, I guess, third gear, and you can see at no point does the turbo automatically spool and then it gets all crazy. It's just a nice solid even RPM range, again, which is one of the things that I really do enjoy about the Mitsubishis. Now obviously, if I had a choice, given I'm a practical dude, to be honest, for me, I buy cars that are easy to fix, that are relatively common, which is why I drive Infinities, G35s, and stuff like that. So parts are easy to get. We're just having a hell of a time here, folks, with the traffic. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I drive Infinities, Altimas, you know, the Sentra that I just bought, and that's all reasons because, you know, parts are easier to find. So for me, if I did have a choice between a Mitsubishi and a Subaru, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably go with the Subaru, only for that simple fact. But if I had all the money in the world and I wanted to be different, we would most definitely be going with a Mitsubishi Evo. But at that point, I'd probably just end up buying a you know, some sort of an AMG Mercedes if I had that much money to blow. But what I think we're going to do, as we usually do around this time, is put an end to the video, man, as you guys see, taking that screenshot. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching, man. Thank all you guys for always tuning in every week, man. It is, you know, it's you guys that are always making the requests and coming back and, you know, watching my videos, dropping them thumbs up buttons. That's actually keeping me involved with the videos still, man, because yeah, man, life can catch you when you least expect it, and it's tough making time to make the videos. And if it wasn't for you guys constantly watching and supporting, I probably wouldn't take the time out of my day to make them. So I just want to say thank you guys, man, for making your boy Don Squally, giving your boy Don Squally a reason to wake up in the morning. But as always, I am your boy, well, I just said it, Denali, aka Don Squally. It's your boy. What the and with that being said, we are gonna put an end to this one. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and as always, we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. no. Oh. Oh,